This powerful listening skill that Jeff has, this powerful willingness to find point of common ground, and what that means for us in this valley, I think it's going to help him to ask the right questions, to articulate ideas. It's going to make him the best possible advocate for helping our locally owned businesses, increasing job creation, strengthening family farming, improving transportation, and expanding opportunity for young adults. I've dreamt of something like that happening in my lifetime. Maybe this is that time, but it depends on us gathered here. So with that, I'd like to talk a little bit about special interests. Tonight, we're going to ask you to invest in this campaign, and we're going to be appreciative for whatever investment you're willing to make, no matter how small or how large. The Oregon Political Tax Credit will pay you back dollar for dollar for the first $50 you donate to any campaign, $100 for a couple filing jointly. But before you write out a check or even think about donating to a campaign, there's something I want you to consider about this campaign. Most informed people complain about the damaging effect of money in our political system. How many of you have ever done that? While there's great agreement about the problem, there's been very little political will to do anything about it. So Jeff is doing something about it. And at first glance, it seems politically crazy. In a competition with the central leader of the corporate community in Jackson County, somebody who's collecting really large checks and is likely going to outspend Jeff's campaign probably 2 or 3 times, Jeff has taken this principled stand on campaign contributions. His campaign isn't accepting any money from corporations, unions, or political action committees. And Jeff feels strongly about this. Why? Because special interests don't vote. Individuals do. Jeff wants to be accountable only to people that actually vote, not interest groups. So he's accepting contributions from real people. That's you. And that's crazy. But how cool is that? How many of you would love to see that happening at the state and national level? Just curious. And wouldn't that be amazing? Well, guess what? We have a chance to start that spark that turns into that flame that has the potential to spread like that. Because by doing this in this campaign, Jeff has clearly made this campaign not about him, but about us. I want you to think of the side effects of running this campaign in this way. For one, if enough of us contribute enough and we win, others in the political system will take note of it, and not just in Oregon. The ripple effects could spread across the country as other civic-minded and community-oriented people step up and run for office against the old paradigm politicians. It's a gutsy move, and if you'll pardon me, for Jeff, it's a golden opportunity. But it really raises the bar for the campaign. Now, if you like the idea of candidates running without special interest money, this is the time to support it by investing in it. Special interest over elections isn't just going to go away on its own. We have to show that it can work. So tonight, when we ask you to invest in the campaign, to see the power and the promise of this, we're going to ask you not just to give, but to give gigantic in your investment. We're going to ask you to stretch your generosity so Jeff can compete on a level playing field with a corporate-funded candidate. I know there's a lot of good causes you can help with your money these days. But when you consider the amount of good that can be accomplished by intelligent county leadership, a leadership that pushes hard to advance the work of hundreds of community groups who are doing much work with too few resources. Well, the fact is that if you want your donated dollars to go a long way, you would be hard-pressed to do better than you can do in this campaign. Nobody said it would be easy, and we really have our work cut out for us in this election and beyond. And we can win, but only if good people like you share this vision strongly enough. If you open your checkbooks and invest an amount that may be higher than any you've given to political campaigns in the past. And opening your checkbook and writing down an amount that's exactly what I'm going to ask you to do. I truly want you to consider this request very seriously. Who knows how much time we have to set our county on a sustainable course. This election may be one of the most important opportunities we ever have, and with your help, we can win this. Jeff's going to give his all. It's his nature to do that. What will we give? Because in the end, it's not Jeff who wins or loses the election. It's us who wins or loses this election. And we're asking tonight for a significant, a meaningful contribution, relative, of course, to your own financial situation. And here's the promise we can make to you. That money will be spent wisely and well. I really would hope that you stretch for this, because the fact of the matter is, this is our election to win. And when courage and generosity hold hands, and I was told this years ago by a mentor of mine, all things become possible.